Good morning, students. Welcome back to my social science 8th standard class. Dear students, before we start that, in the last period, we have discussed about the economic system, administrative system of Mauryas. Now let us continue about social system of Mauryas. Yes, now let us understand social system. Social system. Social system. How the social system was. The social system was evolving out of the Varna-based caste system during this period. Do you know the social system was developed of the Varna-based system in Varna-based system. The Mauryas' social system was developed, evolving out of the Varna-based system. Then people born in a higher Varnas could migrate to another Varna and gain better social acceptance and respect. So there were few such openings for the mobility. So all the people born in higher Varnas then could migrate to another Varna and gain better social acceptance and respect. There were few such openings for this mobility. Then what are the Varna system? Which are the Varnas? Number one is Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So this is called Varna-based system. Varna-based system. Number one. First Varna is Brahmana. Yes, number one is Brahmana. Next one Kshatriya. Brahmana. Second one Kshatriya. Third one Vaishya. Fourth one Shudra. During the Mauryan period, the social system or the society evolving out of based on Varna system. There are four Varnas. Number one Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Yes, Brahmana and Kshatriya could interchange their status. Yes, some Brahmanas came to Kshatriya Varna and some people of Kshatriya Varna changed to or migrated to Brahmana for their status. Though the society was divided into four Varnas, namely Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. Several castes were also present. So Megasthenes recorded the presence of 7 castes in Mauryan society in his Indica. So Megasthenes wrote Indica book. In his book, Megasthenes recorded the presence of 7 castes in Mauryan society. Then there is no evidences. The Buddhist sources also confirm the existence of castes. Then, though these castes were less right than the later period, caste system had started assuming rigidity during the Mauryan period itself. So, according to the Megasthenes, there were seven castes during the Mauryan period. Then, other evidences are also prove that the caste system was present in Mauryan period. So, the caste system had started assuming very rigidity during the Mauryan period itself. Indica does not record the existence of slaves and dasas in Mauryan society. The Megasthenes Indica does not record the existence of slaves and dasas in Mauryan period. Though slavery was in practice during the Mauryan rule, but it was less arranged than the Greek slavery of Greek and Roman societies. So in Roman society and Greek society, slavery was a big problem. It is practiced during the Greek and Roman period in Roman society, but the less arranged in the Mauryan period. The last Varna system were employed agricultural laborers and domestic help. The Shudras were the people who employed as agricultural laborers and domestic help. So these are the so important aspects of social system. Once again, during the Mauryan period, social system was evolved out of Varna based system. So basically, Varna based system, there are four Varnas. Number one, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudras. Then Brahmana and Kshatriyas were migrated to the state and respect. Hence, the Vaishya and Shudras also in the Mauryan period. Megasthenes Indica recorded there are 7 castes in Mauryan period. But Shudras are the agricultural laborers and domestic help. There is no practice of slavery in Mauryan period than the Roman society and Greek society. So these are the important points of social system. Now let us continue about art and architecture. Art and architecture. Art and architecture. So what are the contributions? What are the contributions of Mauryas to art and architecture? Art and architecture. Art and architecture. Yes. Art and architecture, which was the contributions of Mauryas to art and architecture, is of great significance. All the kings of Mauryas encouraged art and architecture. It is great significance. Megasthenes Indica records the grandeur of Mauryas palaces in Pataliputra. The wooden ruins of the palace and the fort around the place in Pataliputra have been found during the excavation. Maurya's palace. This is made by wooden and forts at Pataliputra. So it means the contribution of Mauryas to art and architecture is of great significance. Megasthenes Indica records the grandeur of Maurya's palace in Pataliputra. The wooden ruins of the palace and the fort around the palace of Pataliputra have been found during the excavation. It means all the kings of Mauryas encouraged art and architecture and patronized art and architecture. During the period of Ashoka, stupas were built and pillars were erected. Among all the stupas, the stupa of Sanchi is the biggest. During the Ashokan period, stupas and pillars. During the period of Ashoka, yes, many stupas and many pillars were built and stupas were built and pillars were erected during the period of Ashoka. Among all the stupas, which is the biggest stupa? Yes, the stupa of Sanchi. The stupa of Sanchi. So Sanchi stupa is the biggest one. Biggest is the biggest. Yes, these are the contributions of art and architecture of Ashoka. Then around 30 pillars have been found and all of them are polished and made smooth. Yes, around 30 pillars. The Mauryan kings built, erected 30 pillars have been found and all of them are very polished, very smooth and polished. The image of lion or ox are sculpted on these pillars. Our national emblem of four-headed lion is taken from the Ashoka pillar of Sarana. Our national emblem. Our national emblem. Our national emblem of four-headed lion. Four-headed lion. Four-headed lion, which was taken from the Ashoka pillar of Sarana. Pillar of Sarana. Yes. During the Mauryan period, around 30 pillars have been found and all of them are polished and made very smooth. The image of lion or ox are sculpted on these pillars. Every pillar of Ashoka and Mauryan kings has lion or ox. Our national emblem is four-headed lion is taken from the Ashoka pillar. Ashoka pillar of Sarana. Hence, this is considered as our national emblem of four-headed lion taken from the Ashoka pillar of Sarana. Then, apart from these Ashoka built these rock and cut caves at Barabar hills, his son Dasharatha built three more rock cut caves at Nagaruni hills. Many cut caves. Yes, rock cut caves. Rock cut caves. So many rock cut caves are. Yes, apart from these, Ashoka built three rock cut caves at Barabar hills. Ashoka's son Dasharatha built three more rock cut caves at Nagaruni hills. So these caves are also important creations of Mauryan period. Then, so these are the contributions of art and architecture contributions of Mauryas. Once again, art, the contribution of Mauryas to art and architecture. Megasthenes Indica recorded the Mauryas palace, which was built by wooden, and some forts things are founded by the excavation period at Pataliputra. So the capital city Pataliputra has the wooden palace and many forts. So these are proof that the evidences were founded by the excavation. Then many stupas and pillars of Ashoka. During the Mauryan period, Ashoka was built many stupas and erected many pillars. Among these stupas, the stupa of Sanchi is the biggest one. Apart from this, Ashoka built three rock cut caves at Barabar hills. Then his son Dasharatha built three more rock cut caves at Nagaruni Hills. So these caves are also important creations of Mauryan period, and these were the best examples for art and architecture. So these are the important points of Mauryan period. Now let us understand. Kushanas. Yes. Is it completed, dear students? Yes, I shall repeat. Okay. Yes, Kushanas. Yes, who were Kushanas? And who were the prominent kings of Kushanas? And what are the contributions of Kushanas to art and architecture, then education, religion, Buddhism, administrative systems, etc. Yes, now let us understand Kushanas. After the Greeks, it has been the Kushanas who have influenced Indian history and culture. Yes, after the Greeks, it has been the Kushanas have influenced Indian history and culture. Kushanas were not Indians, they were foreigners. Kushanas were foreigners. After the Greeks, it has been the Kushanas who have influenced Indian history and culture. So they gave special impetus to the spread of Buddhism, and the Mahayana sect received greater encouragement under their patronage. Kushanas were foreigners. They gave special importance or impetus to the spread of Buddhism. There are two sects of Buddhism. Three sects. Number one, Hinayana, Mahayana, and Vajrayana. These are the sects of Buddhism. Number one, Hinayana, Mahayana, and Vajrayana. The sect Mahayana received greater encouragement under their patronage. Then Gandhara sculpture flourished during that time. There are two. Number one is the Mahayana and the Gandhara sculpture. Yes, Gandhara sculpture flourished during the Kushana's time. Yes, an important dynasty after the Mauryas is that of Kushanas. Which is the important dynasty after the Mauryas? Yes, Kushana. So, an important dynasty after the Mauryas is that of the Kushana. They were basically from a nomadic tribe. They were nomadic tribe. Kushanas basically from a nomadic tribe which had migrated to India from the Central Asia. Kushanas were basically from a nomadic tribe which had migrated to India from Central Asia. They were the progeny of Yuchi. Yes, progeny of Yuchi. They were belong to which progeny? Yuchi progeny. So these were the important. So an important dynasty after the Mauryas is that of Kushanas. Kushanas were basically from a nomadic which had migrated to India from Central Asia. They were the progeny of Yuchi. They were progeny of Yuchi. Then the Shakas and the Parthians were the other foreign communities that had settled in the northwestern part of India. Yes, another more communities. They were number one Shakas, who are also foreigners. Then Parthians and the Shakas were the other foreign communities which had settled in the northwestern part of India. And another foreigners were the Shakas and Parthians. Parthians and the Shakas were the other foreign communities that had settled in the northwestern part of India. The Kushanas defeated the Shakas and Parthians and settled in the Gandhara region. How Kushanas were very strong. How Kushanas were established their dynasty in northwest part of India. It's very easy. Shakas and the Parthians were other foreign communities that had settled in the northwestern part of India. The Kushanas defeated Shakas and Parthians and settled in Gandhara region. The founder of this dynasty was Kujula Kadpises. Founder Kujula Kadpises. Yes, Kujula Kadpises. Kujula Kadpises was the founder. He was the founder. Who was the founder of Kushanas? Kujula Kadpises. Kujula Kadpises was the founder. Of Kushana. Then Bhima Kadpises and Kanishka are the noteworthy kings of this dynasty. Yes, there are two prominent kings. Number one is Bhima Kadpises. And one more famous king is Kanishka. Other noteworthy kings of Kushana dynasty were Bhima Kadpises and Kanishka. Who was the founder of Kushana dynasty? Kujula Kadpises was the founder of Kushana. And Bhima Kadpises and Kanishka were the noteworthy, it means prominent or famous kings of Kushana. So the Yuchis were basically tribes. So Yuchis, the progeny of Yuchi, so the Yuchi people were basically tribes. The Yuchi fractions became united under the leadership of Kujula Kadpises. So Kushanas basically nomadic people. Then the progeny, they were belongs to progeny of Yuchi. The Yuchis were basically tribes. The Yuchi factions became united under the leadership of Kujula Kadpises. So he crossed Hindu Kush range and settled in Kabul and Kashmir. Hindu Kush. Bhima Kadpises crossed the Hindu Kush range and settled in Kabul and Kashmir. The Yuchi factions became united under the leadership of Kujula Kadpises. He crossed the Hindu Kush range and settled in Kabul and Kashmir. During the Bhima Kadpises, gold coins were brought out into circulation. Yes, during the period of Bhima Kadpises, gold coins were circulated during the period of Bhima Kadphisar. Who was Bhima Kadphisar? Bhima Kadphisar was one of the prominent king of Kushana. During the time of Bhima Kadphisar, gold coins were brought out into circulation. From then onwards, the Kushanas minted mainly gold and copper coins, gold, copper, and silver coins also. Then Kanishka came after Bhima Kadphisar. During his reign, the Kushana dynasty expanded very greatly. Yes, after Bhima Kadphisar, who came to the throne? Yes, Kanishka. Kanishka came after Bhima Kadphisar. During his reign, Kushana dynasty expanded greatly. He established in 78 Common Era. He herded a new era. This era is called Shaka era. This era is called Shaka era. Shaka era 70 CE. This is called the Shaka era. Yes, Kanishka was the famous king of Kushanas. He established a new era in 78 Common Era. This era is also known as Shaka era. Who established Shaka era? Kanishka. When? 78 Common Era. Yes, Kanishka's rule had spread to the Sanchi in the south and Banaras in the east. Sanchi to Banaras. Yes, Kanishka's rule had spread up to Sanchi in the south. And Banaras in the east. So it is a big and vast kingdom. Once again, the Kanishka's rule had spread up to Sanchi in the south and Banaras in the east. His kingdom then, which included Central Asia too. Central Asia also was a vast empire. Kanishka's kingdom, which included Central Asia too, was a vast empire. Then Purushapura. So Purushapura is the capital of Kanishka or Kushanas. Which is the capital of Kushanas? Purushapura. Which is the capital of Maurya's? Pataliputra. Yes, it is very simple. Purushapura was the capital of Kushanas. Then Mathura was another significant town of that time. Mathura is also the famous or significant town during the period of Kushanas. Yes, due to the patronage given by the Kanishka, Buddhism would prosper much more than before. So we get to see many Buddhist scholars like Ashwagosha, Vasumitra and Sangakkara and others during his time. The fourth Buddhist conference was held at Kashmir under the leadership of Kanishka. Yes, Buddhism. During the Kushana's period, Kanishka patronized to Buddhism. Buddhism could prosper much more than before. We get to see many Buddhist scholars like Ashwagosha, Buddhist scholar Ashwagosha, then Vasumitra and Sangaraksha. They were called Buddhist scholars. the Buddhist religion patronized by Kanishka. Then many scholars like Ashwagosha, Vasumitra and Sangaraksha are the famous Buddhist scholars during the Kanishka period. The fourth Buddhist conference. So what was the contribution to Buddhism by Kanishka? So these are the important points about Kanishka. Once again, Kushanas were basically nomadic tribe. They migrated to India from Central Asia. They belonged to progeny of Yuchi. Kujula Kadpisas was the founder of Kushanas. Who was the founder of Kushanas? Kujula Kadpisas. The basically nomadic tribe are Yuchi progeny factors united under the leadership of Kujula Kadpisas. After Kujula Kadpisas, Bhima Kadpisas and Kanishka were the prominent kings of Kushanas. During the period of Bhima Kadpisas, he minted gold coins and he circulated gold coins, silver and copper coins. It means it proves that the kingdom was very rich. Then after Bhima Kadpisas, Kanishka came to be thrown. In his memory, Kanishka came to be power during in the year 78 Common Era. He established the Shaka era in 78 Common Era. Who started Shaka era? Yes, Kanishka started Shaka era when 78 Common Era. Then his kingdom was expanded, Sanchi in the south and Banaras in the east. Purushapura was the capital city of Kushanas. Then Mathura was one more a famous town during the Kushanas. Kanishka patronized Buddhism. Ashwagosha, Vasumitra and Sangaraksha were the Buddhist scholars during the Kushanas. Yes, now let us understand what are the contributions of Kanishka to Buddhism. Contributions to Buddhism. Contribution to Buddhism. First point is Kanishka patronized Buddhism. Then many scholars, Buddhist scholars, Buddhist scholars like Ashwagosha, Vasumitra and Sangaraksha are in the court of Kanishka. The fourth Buddhist conference. Fourth Buddhist conference was held at Kashmir under the leadership of Kanishka. Under the leadership of Kashmir. So similarly, Ashoka was the great emperor of the Mauryas, who also contributed and patronized Buddhism, and he also organized the third Buddhist conference held at Pataliputra. Similarly, the fourth Buddhist conference was held at Kashmir under the leadership of Kanishka. Like Ashoka, even Kanishka sent missionaries to Central Asia and China. During his reign, art and architecture got encouragement. Then Kanishka sent missionaries, preachers, missionaries sent to China and Central Asia. Central Asia. Central Asia and China to spread Buddhism. Many like Ashoka, even Kanishka sent missionaries to Central Asia and China to spread Buddhism. To spread Buddhism. To spread Buddhism. Buddhism. So these are the contributions of Kanishka to Buddhism. Yes, once again, the Buddhism was patronized by Kanishka. During his reign, many scholars like Ashwagosha, Vasumitra and Sangaraksha are the Buddhist scholars during the court of Kanishka. Then the fourth Buddhist conference was held at Kashmir under the leadership of Kanishka. Many missionaries were sent by Kanishka to Central Asia and China to spread Buddhism. During the region, art and architecture got very encouragement. So these are the contributions of Kanishka to spread Buddhism in his time. Dear students, take down the homework questions. Number 1, what are the contributions of Mauryas to art and architecture? Second one, who was the founder of Mauryas? Next one, explain the administrative system of Mauryas. About Kushanas, who was the founder of Kushanas? Then mention the prominent king of Kushanas. What are the contributions of Kanishka to spread Buddhism? So these are the homework. You listen carefully this video and lesson 2 or 3 times. Then you can understand these important points and then easily answer these homework questions. Dear students, I hope that all of you understood very well. The next lesson is the Chalukyas of Badami and Pallavas of Kanchi. So we discussed a new chapter in the next period. Thank you.